Go ahead and call this meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Mr. Merriman?
Here.
Mr. Mattern?
Here.
Dr. Scarpone? Absent. Fiscalfer, Ms. Morrison? Present. Solicitor, Mr. Lynn?
Present.
Mayor Mike Petrella?
Present.
Administrator, Mr. Kasegi?
Present.
Mr. DeStefano?
Here.
Mr. Spence?
Here.
Mrs. Dameron?
Here.
Will everyone please stand for a moment of silence in the pledge? I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Council, we would need a motion to accept the minutes from our last meeting, March 20th, 2025.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Merriman?
Yay.
Mr. Mattern?
Yay.
Mr. DeStefano?
Yay.
Mr. Spence?
Yay.
Mrs. Dameron?
Abstain.
Is there anyone wishing to appear before council this evening? All right, moving along, I will turn it over to our solicitor for our ordinances and resolutions.
First ordinance is ordinance number 2025-4, an ordinance authorizing the village administrator to dispose of personal property at the Village of Wintersville, Ohio, to wit, a 1998 GMC 3500 bucket truck, VIN number 1GDKC34JWF050738, a 2010 International S30 plow truck, VIN number 1HTWAAR15J275076, a 2011 Toyota Camry, VIN number 4T1BK3EK9BU617676, a 2011 Ford Crown Victoria, VIN number 2FABP7BV8 BX121858, and a 2006 Ford Crown Victoria, VIN number 2FAHP71W26X153358. This is a third and final read, thank God.
Hey, I have a question. I don't know if I didn't hear him right, but the VIN number, can we check the VIN number on the bucket truck? And also the,
Plow truck.
on the plow truck?
Okay.
What was the VIN number on the bucket truck?
You want us to read it
Read it
again?
again?
I got 1GDKC34JW050738.
You're missing
You're
an
missing
F.
an F.
In front of the zero.
Okay. And then on the plow truck, you get a VIN number 1HTWAAR1AJ275076.
That's the same thing I
That's the
have.
same thing.
Okay,
You read it as a 5
okay.
instead of an A there. It's all good.
So we need a motion to approve this ordinance?
Yes.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Merriman?
Yay.
Mr. Mattern?
Yay.
Mr. DeStefano?
Yay.
Mr. Spence?
Yay.
Mrs. Dameron?
Yay.
And to be clear, that's passing as an emergency, so declaring an emergency.
Declaring an emergency on what?
That ordinance is passed as an emergency. There's no emergency clause at the bottom.
It was the third read.
We don't have to suspend the rules for the emergency, but we don't have to suspend the rules for the readings, but we do, it is an emergency, so it'll go into effect today.
Meaning we can put it, instead of 30 days from now, we can put it out to bid immediately.
Next is Village of Wintersville, Ohio, ordinance number 2025-05. An ordinance amending the Village of Wintersville Rules of Council, specifically Rule Number 5, Standing Committees, and requiring all committees to meet at least once per year. I'm not sure what read that is. This is the second? That's also a third read.
So a motion to approve ordinance 2025-05.
Second.
Mr. Merriman?
Yay.
Mr. Mattern?
Yay.
Mr. DeStefano? Mr. Spence?
Yay.
Mrs. Dameron?
Yay.
And next is ordinance number 2025-06, an ordinance amending the Village of Wintersville Rules of Council, specifically Rule Number 6, Order of Business for council meetings by removing Number 10, transfers from the order of business. This is a third read also.
Motion to approve ordinance 2025-06.
Second.
Mr. Merriman? Mr. Mattern?
Yay.
Mr. DeStefano? Mr. Spence?
Yay.
Mrs. Dameron?
Yay.
Next is ordinance number 2025-9, a resolution authorizing Mayor Mike Petrella to apply for, accept, and enter into a water supply revolving loan account, WSRLA agreements on behalf of the Village of Wintersville for planning, design, and/or construction of water facilities and designing a dedicated repayment source for the loan. This is a first read, and I believe Administrator Kasegi wants to have something to say about that one.
Thank you. So a few years ago, they were going to put a water line, service water line to the fire school with the fire department. They started doing some search on grants and what have you. I don't think it went anywhere. So initially, we got a cost of $60,000 to do the project last year. Well, with manpower and time, I got a call from the EPA. We were nominated for a small interest loan. It's like a 2.1 to 2.4%. And if we would go that route, the cost with the engineering drawings and everything would go up to $88,000. But here's the thing. I was talking to Melanie on the way here on the phone. I said, it's a small interest loan, but it's for like 20 years for $88,000. I can't see that. So if I initially talked to somebody at our bank, and I didn't get too far with it, but when I was asking if I can have a couple weeks to table this ordinance, because if we can get a loan at a lower interest, but we can pay it off early, it's $88,000 we could do instead of having 20 years drawn out, because we're going to be starting our water line replacement here, hopefully like within next month, where everything is going. I just don't think it's
way too long.
It's just way too long. Yes, I appreciate what they're doing, but if we can do it to, number one, to put the water line in that needed to be put in a few years ago, we agreed to do it. We can do this, and if we could just do it at a quicker time frame to, get it put in and, pay it off early where we save on interest, I could do a comparison on that and bring it to the next meeting. And if anything, if it doesn't work out and you decide to pass it, we pass it in an emergency. You know what I mean? I'm all for it, but I don't know. Just $88,000 for 20 years.
It's way too long.
It's way
Yeah.
too long.
For a small amount of money.
And we can't pay it back early. You can't pay, once you get a loan through the government, you can't pay it back early. So I will have more information on that. I'll let Quicksall know what I'm doing, but I just think I'm just not comfortable with it right now. We do need to do it, and I don't want to drain our capital outlay in water. I don't want to drain anything with that. We can do it another way and, go that route.
So you want a motion to table ordinance 2025-9?
If I
Okay,
could.
so moved.
For how long?
Till the next meeting. I'll have an answer. And you guys can decide what you want to do.
You have to.
I don't know if you have to table it. It's just a first read.
It's a first
So
read.
we can.
Okay.
So we'll leave it how it is and go from there.
Thank
by
you.
next meeting.
I appreciate it.
All right. No other questions? That's the end of our ordinances and resolutions. On to our announcements. The Steel Valley Antique Car Club will have a car show Sunday, May 18th, 2025, from 2 to 6. That'll be at Indian Creek High School. Village of Wintersville 2025 Summer Parks Program will start June 23rd and run through August 1st. That's Monday through Friday at Walnut Street Park. It's 9 a.m. to 1, ages 5 through 13. Anyone under the age of 5 must be accompanied by a parent. You can pre-register by stopping in or calling the Village Building, or stopping in on June 23rd, the first day, down at Walnut Street Park. 2025 Spring Bulk Pickup is the first 4 Mondays in June. We will continue to post this on the internet. I believe we got the newspaper, a copy of it, just so everyone knows what streets they are on. for bulk pickup this year. That is the end of our announcements. Moving on to reports and communications. Our magistrate report for the month of March 2025. The city revenue was $17,190. State revenue was $4,370.50. Other revenue was $172.50. Bring the total revenue to $21,733 for March of 2025. Police report for March of 2025. We had 153 complaints, 99 traffic arrests, 6 criminal arrests, 9 accidents, 24 cases, 20 alarm calls, 3 juvenile cases, 3 nuisance, 239 incoming calls, 2 parking violations, 2 vehicle impounds, 3 canine requests, and 24 auxiliary hours. Code enforcement for March of 2025, we had 9 licenses for $675, 7 permits for $175, bring the grand total to $850 for March of 2025. Mr. Lockhart, you are up, sir.
Not at this time, Mayor.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Lockhart.
No bridge news?
The bridge is closed. I think that's all he's got on that, right? Charlene?
I have none at this time. I even went down there today for updates. Nothing.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The bridge is closed and no buses are running. That's what they got this time. All right. Moving on to the mayor's report. I don't have much either this evening, so I want to thank all of our crews and all of our staff. Everyone is doing very well, running around helping with things, and definitely want to thank them. We have been collecting litter throughout the village for the past month. I would not let Austin throw any of it away yet until we got a picture of it all. We had collected over 75 garbage bags and a lot of other miscellaneous items. We even took Kroger back one of their buggies that we found. So yeah, the guys have been doing a great job cleaning up the village in between the other tasks, obviously. So I want to thank all of them. Thank Jesse for running everything, doing a great job day to day. Lou with his crew as well. Everyone's doing great. Also want to thank Rachel. Rachel did do our certified public records training for the Village of Wintersville, so she did get that done for us, so we appreciate that, Rachel. And that is all I have this evening, so we will turn it over to Jesse for the administrator's report.
All right, thank you, Mayor. All right, real quick, Cal Cruz came last week and started putting materials up on the roof to replace the other section of roof that needs done. We did agree to this in capital outlay for $15,000 some odd dollars, and they're going to get with Gunbar. Gunbar is going to have to lift the AC unit on this side up with a crane while they replace that roof. The gentleman from Cal Cruz came to tell me that there's one more section of roof that still needs replaced. It's on the outer edge over here towards the front of the building where the walkway is. He's going to give me an estimate because there is some leaking going on in front of the building on the corner. So he will, Cal Cruz is going to give me an estimate, and I thought I was going to have it today. I don't. I'll have it for next meeting, but they're going to start in the next 3 to 5 weeks. But all their materials up on the roof right now. They were here today, so that's getting done. Street department. So we met with the crack sealing company out of Akron. And then next week we're going to be delivered the crack sealing machine. They rent us the machine for free. We just buy the product. So we are at 82 cents a pound. We're at about $1,722 for the initial pallet. We've got, I believe, 14 more 5-gallon containers of the crack sealant from the prior year. We're going to use that. We're going to start on Main Street, and then we're going to just keep going with it. There's also a crack sealing, something that's a little bit different. It's a little bit more money. I think it's $1.06 per pound, but it does a little bit wider cracks, a little bit divots. So we can maybe try that, maybe in some areas. Like I said, that's going to start here in the next couple weeks. Austin also contacted myself and the mayor about, they got the hot box up and running. We're going to bid that out because it's actually more feasible to put it in the dump than what we have. When he pulled it out, the asphalt was still in there, fully loaded from years past, but he got it warmed up today, got it all out, and he utilized that stuff down there behind the compactor, so it looks really nice back there. It's only got 176 hours of use. It's brand new. So I looked around at prices, trying to get like what we could bid it out for. Brand new, I think it's like $17,000. It's brand new. So he used that today. I think off my path here. Barbicas Paving, they gave us a quote earlier this year, for about $68,000 for patchwork, repair work, paving. He can come down, he can start in April, whenever they start producing asphalt, to do the sections that we have. Before I do that, I explained to him, I said, once I get the okay from council, we're going to utilize exactly what areas we need, maybe condense a little bit so we can utilize that money. He can come down here next month or this month, ready to go. So we're going to go back. We went through, myself and Austin went through it the other day to the different sections. There are more sections we need to do, so we're going to see what we can do to utilize that money if it's approved to get this done. So we could take some of that out of water, street, highway, permissive, depending on where it's at. I spoke with the ODOT manager last week, actually a week and a half ago, Craig Undusco. He advised me that the street signs were going to be starting to get replaced by ODOT. ODOT has been out on Canton Road where they started. They actually started down there by the substation on Luray Drive. So they're out replacing all the signs on Canton and Caddis Road, Canton and Main Street that they're responsible for. Whatever's left, we're responsible for. And he also clarified, and we had a great meeting, that anything on our corporation limit that's in the corp, if it's a state highway, we are responsible for maintaining the potholes and stuff. That goes with the overpass. So we didn't know that, and we have since gone out there and started paving or patching holes and whatnot. So we got that clarified, which is not a problem. They pave every 10 years or so, or 15 years. They pave. They do the initial, they do the signs, but we maintain it. And which I said, okay, that's not a problem. So also had some calls about potholes. Yes, there's potholes. Yes, there's damage done to some vehicles. And no, we don't reimburse people. We don't turn it into our insurance. I've had a couple calls. Very nice people. I explained to them. I said, I'm not saying this to be like to blow you off or to be rude. We just don't process those. Some municipalities do. We don't. ODOT doesn't do it as well. If there's a hole that continues to get damaged by other vehicles, then yes, we will become responsible. But as soon as something like that happens, we patch it, or it's getting patched that week. And they were very understanding, and I just explained to them. So we're waiting for May 8th for the award to see who gets awarded for the OPWC small government program. We have Caddis Road for repave and water line. Right now, myself and the mayor are getting letters of support from State Senator Chavez, Representative Ferguson, County Commissioners Morelli, Cross Creek Township. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out to the businesses on Caddis Road and talk with them and get letters of support from them. It's not going to hurt. When I had a meeting up with Quicksall a couple weeks ago, that's kind of where we were, the more letters, the better. It shows that you're doing something, you're going out and trying to do the best you can. We did increase our local match to gain 1 point. That point may help us. I don't know. I don't know how many they're going to award out of all the districts or the whole package, because we didn't make OPWC, but we did do this. We did make the cut for small government. So we have a lot of people working on it. I have a gentleman from ODOT helping me as well, and that's kind of where we're at on that. So hopefully May 8th we'll get the answer that we want. I think that's all I have. If anybody has questions, Randy, I know you do.
I got one. The hot patch machine is fully functional? Well, I thought in the past we were told that machine was broke.
We told it was obsolete.
There's a problem with the motherboard in it or something.
We were lied to.
No.
Austin got it fixed.
I went down today. Austin got it fixed. It was something with a cable or a battery or something. He got it running. He got it warmed up because we didn't know how we were going to take all that cold asphalt out. But he got it up. When I was down there, it was 220 degrees. It goes up to 850. He sent us a picture a little bit ago where he used all that asphalt that's been in there for how many years in the back of the compactor and leveled it all out and used it, and it's working well. Which reminds me, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. I was just curious because you said, it's up and running, everything's good. I know it's been sitting there for quite a few years because somebody said it was broke.
Right. It's
Correct.
Yeah, and it's
It was full asphalt. Couldn't get it out.
it's only got 176 hours of use on it, and one of the employees spent a couple days scrubbing that thing up. I mean, it looks brand new. Other than the tar, it looks brand new. It's ready to go.
Okay.
So why do we want to get rid of it?
We do not need it. It's not. It's not feasible for what we do, patching holes.
It's quicker to load it on the dump, and they clean the dump after it's all done for the day anyways. It's just easier to maneuver. That thing is long, and it's for a bigger municipality, and that's basically it's just not feasible. It's a nice machine, but
It's not needed here.
yeah.
So you put it for auction or just sell it
Yep.
outright?
We'll put it.
The Gov website or
Yep.
whatever?
I'll do it because I got more stuff. I'll do an ordinance for that. Anybody else have questions?
All right. Thank you, Jesse. Moving on to unfinished business.
I have two questions from last meeting payment listings. Who is Bill Bailey Insurance Agency?
That's the property insurance.
That's the property insurance? Because I know we had talked about getting another insurance, but I've never heard this one.
That's Paul Associates, right?
Yes.
Okay.
My bad. Yeah, that was.
Okay, thank you.
Anybody else for unfinished business? All right. Moving on to new business.
I got a couple things. Just want to thank Jesse on the tree cleanup over there on Garden and Meadow. Really cleaned up pretty well. Jesse, are you going to try to go get something on that nature work grant from the ODNR?
ODNR is Quicksall. We are looking at it. It's the biggest thing. It's a match, so we can utilize that. Yep.
What is it, 75-25?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, well, listen, if you need any help, I ran through that before, but it sounds like those guys got it pretty good.
I appreciate it.
So I got a call from a guy who was getting the water meter. He got a new water meter inside the house. He was on the list. And they put it inside the house. He says he has a water meter on the outside of the house. We don't take that off?
Should. Yeah.
I'll give you the info
Yeah.
just to make sure and follow up. It may not even be a water meter. I haven't seen it, but he was assuming the water meter was on the outside of the house, but they came inside to put one in.
What street is it?
Byard, right next to the Legion.
Okay. Okay.
I'll give you the info on it.
Okay.
And the last one was, had a woman call me about trying to sell a house, and up the street is a house that has a roof problem on it, and I told her to give a call on in here, but I was aware it was, I'm aware it's trying to get done this month, but we don't want that to linger on anymore. Did you get that phone call?
So the first house is, the roof was being replaced free of charge by a gentleman. He held off because of the weather, and he had other jobs because he's trying to help this elderly lady out. That will be taken care of hopefully this month. I had Eric follow up on that.
Okay.
The other house with the raccoons,
Yeah.
contacted that owner of the house. They're going to get it fixed. I don't know if they were going to let the house go because it's delinquent on taxes.
Okay.
But that's going to be addressed as well.
All right. Thanks, Jesse.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Yes.
Anybody else for new business?
Yeah, I want to shout out to M&A Concrete. We contract them out to do concrete work around the village. And there's a particular drain, sewer, culvert on Main Street right outside Clutch. And we contracted them to fix it. It happens to be in a position to where all the delivery trucks, semis, whatever, they drive off the curb onto Main Street and they crush it. So they fix it, we called them back, and they fixed it for us again. Last week, I drove by and I saw that it was crushed again. So I called the mayor and said, hey, we need to sit down and talk about this, maybe put a barrier there because, you know, this is the third or fourth time. And I go by the next day, M&A Concrete's out there fixing it. They didn't contact us on it. They didn't ask for more money. It was just, they went out and did the job again because I guess it was a job that they did, they saw it, and they wanted to fix it again. So huge shout out. I wish all the people that we contracted out in the village worked like that.
Was that right up from Center Music and Arts?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. Yep. Very good.
Anybody else for new business? All right. Well, we need a motion to pay the bills.
So moved.
Sir.
Mr. Merriman?
Yay.
Mr. Mattern?
Yay.
Mr. DeStefano? Mr. Spence?
Yay.
Mrs. Dameron?
Yay.
All right, need a motion to adjourn.
So
So
moved.
moved. Second.
Mr. Merriman?
Yay.
Mr. Mattern?
Yay.
Mr. DeStefano? Mr. Spence?
Yay.
Mrs. Dameron?
Yay.
This meeting is adjourned. Our next meeting will be Thursday, April 17th, 2025 at 7 p.m. Thank you.